you come across this before?
No. You think Earth is not round?
No.
Earth is flat.
Yes. Lots of people are opening up to this now.
Oh right.
Yeah, it's very big on the internet.
I haven't read your leaflet anyway.
Okay, thanks for your time.
Why do you think it's not flat?
Science and that, isn't it? Why do you think it is flat?
Science.
Did you know there's 5 scientific experiments done that claim the Earth does not move?
Really?
Scientific facts.
That's interesting.
But it's not taught in school, is it?
I don't know, I'm a teacher, so...
What do you teach?
It's chemistry.
Chemistry?
We don't teach it about the Earth being flat, but we do teach about space in general, and planets being round.
So how do you know they exist?
It's to do with the gravitational pull, isn't it? Like the fact that the Earth is round. Because there wouldn't be...
How do you
Everything's a theory though, but it's not a proven theory.
No, everything's a theory.
It's not proved whether
I must say guys, I do need to go do a job.
Can I give you a YouTube card?
I go for it, I'll swap you back though, because I'll end up giving this to somebody instead of my own leaflets.
Check it out later.
Yeah.
Right, I'll stick it in my pocket then. Sound? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers, bye. Excellent to see you.
if you could, like that, it's a gold, right, and you have a rock hole, and you could drill trajectory from the tropical Cancer to the tropical Capricorn. Over a year it takes that separate part of the sun. And now when it's over Australia and round, and then in our summer it comes closer in. And you can observe the 24-hour sun up in the north, you know, like Alaska and things like that. So the sun's a lot closer. And in the Antarctic, they're not getting no sun at all over these few months.
Yeah, it's hard to understand that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, initially because we've been programmed all our lives to believe we live in this ball.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any proof that you live in a spinning ball?
Spinning ball?
Like the globe?
Good God, no.
It's supposed to be spinning 1,000 miles an hour?
All the other ones and all the other ones.
So, do you have any proof that we live on that, or is that just a belief, do you think?
Good God, son, no.
Do you know for a fact that you live in a ball? Because
just my head space.
Yeah. Well, if I can show you this 2 pictures here, you know, they present us with these pictures every year from space. So, now the guy who produces these is called Robert Simmons, and he says that they're Photoshop. They're not photographs.
That's the first time I've seen that. Yeah.
Do you see the difference in America?
Well, how do you know that? Yeah.
So they can't both be right.
You mean NASA won't tell you that?
No, NASA will tell you that they're Photoshop.
They will?
Yeah.
Did they?
If you Google Robert Simmons, and you'll listen to him in a radio show saying that he takes photographs from high altitude aircraft, and then cuts them. And puts them on the ship.
Even if they found that,
Sorry?
that's good news if they found out.
What's good news?
That's good news if they found that out.
Yes, absolutely. But most people are unaware of that. They think they're actually photographs.
Yeah.
So we have no photographs that we live in a spinning ball.
Well, that's okay. That's okay.
And I can ask you, how can water conform to save a ball?
Yeah, I know.
We were told that at 5 years old when we believed in Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
And we never really questioned it.
Yeah.
So I'm questioning it now because the theory of gravity remains a theory. It's never been proven.
That's hard to say because I still want to know if John F. Kennedy planned the moon landing.
Well, Nixon got a landline telephone in the 1960s and spoke to them.
Yeah, that telephone call he made, yeah.
That's our YouTube channel if you're interested.
But the thing is, YouTube. But the thing is, we've been told so many lies anyway.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's so many
I quite
lies.
agree, but this is the biggest lie of all.
Well, biggest?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mitch. I'll have a look through
Thank you.
Yeah, I've always wanted to.
Between the worlds, believe in that. Well, we've got that was my joke there. But there's loads. I thought you were the type of guy that might believe that.
What?
I'll be open-minded at least.
All around the world, there's folk that believe that.
What's your view on it?
What, for this flat?
Is it?
That's right, really. How?
Well, if you walk from one end, you walk to the other end, can't you? Or sail.
Like if you start in one place, you end up back in the same place? Aye. So see, that's a flat earth, right?
Right.
That's the North Pole, it's the same as a globe.
Aye.
That's starting in America. I go west, keep going west, come back to where I started. And that's a flat plane, that's not a globe.
That's only going from east to west.
Aye.
If you go north to south.
Nobody's ever done that.
Nobody's
Did you know
ever
that?
gone north to south.
Have they no?
Nobody's ever done that. Exactly.
Good question, sir. Good question.
They say they've been to the moon and they've sent rovers to Mars. And nobody's ever
No, it's
north to south in the earth.
You're on the loser, son.
No.
You're on the loser.
It's the biggest thing growing on the internet right now because most people are admitting that all they had was a belief. Do you know of any proof that you lived on the spinning
Right,
ball?
well, how about when you look at the world for space?
It's never been done.
Have you done that, sir?
Well, have you ever walked around the flat Earth?
No.
So you don't know it's flat, do you?
Those are not photographs, they're photoshopped.
Well, the photoshops.
Yeah.
Well, right.
NASA admit they're photoshopped.
And what makes you interested in this anyway?
Because there's a criminal act.
It's a criminal act.
The biggest lie in the history of the world.
What does it matter? Why are you interested in it?
Is that how your government would like you to think?
That's how they... So for any corruption or lies in the government, bank system, education, would you say, that just doesn't matter? Or would you want to know the truth? I don't want to know the truth, personally.
Well, I know what you're saying, but come on.
It's not about being informed, though.
Right, see why don't you start digging tunnels? Dig a tunnel through.
If you dig a tunnel down to Australia and you jump through, what will come out first at the bottom?
What's the other side of the world then if it's flat?
no idea.
Is there another side?
Listen, I'm going home to my boyfriend. He's waiting for his dinner. So nice talking to you.
One of them,
No,
have
you're
you
fine,
look at-
son.
Oh, come on now.
Hi there. Have you really? You know that they're lying to us. Oh, Italy. So it's speaking about what shape do you think the Earth is? Black.
Well, that's what we think.
Yeah, we think that's it. Have some proofs, some evidence. Maybe you research YouTube. Thanks for your time.
How's it flat?
I've never been in a Concorde, but I have seen high altitude moon footage, and that goes twice as high as Concorde. And the altitude, the horizon is perfectly flat and level.
I definitely saw the curvature unless they were saying it was, but come on. I think
We were up there a few days ago. It's not a Flat Earth Society though.
oh, I don't know. I
We're not
do think it's
affiliated.
like I argued that some of the movement is quite anti-Semitic because there was a lot of anti-Semitism.
Well, certainly we don't promote anything
I know,
like
but
that.
there was in the movement at one time. I think there was some.
But I think
thought
there's-
there was quite
don't-
anti-Semitic that side of it.
Don't you not think though that there's more anti-Semitism from globe believers than Flat Earth believers?
I think
Because do you think Hitler and the Third Reich were all Flat Earthers? I don't think so.
No, but I think that at the same time, I think that just has been a rise of just anti-Semitism. Like it's just one of these things. It's appalling, but it was like a lot of the anti-vaccine movement and a lot of that. There was. I know it's not fair to say all flat earthers, but there was some.
I think anti-Semitism is appalling, but I think that the statistics are driven up way beyond. I think Muslims, people like that, much more racism directed towards them than Jewish people. This is Tara, the terra firma dog.
Hello, darling. I bet you Tara knows. I bet you cats and dogs know the truth. They all seem to be.
So was that for university you done?
Well, it was because I'm doing teacher training, and I thought they asked us to do something like a conspiracy theory. And I thought it's so topical just now.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest things.
You know, it's everybody sort of talking about it. I showed pictures, you know, of the famous sort of Toronto Bay and the harbour looks like from a distance, like the water's going to flood in, and I said that shows the curvature. And but some people argued in the talk, no, it doesn't.
Have you looked at some of the images that show, you know, the world? This is the world record for the longest photograph ever taken. It's
3 miles.
273 miles.
Oh right, I was going to say like.
So using the Pythagorean theorem of the Earth curvature, that should be 3 miles below the horizon.
So what, using Pythagoras?
Yep, and that's one at Blackpool Promenade, looking out to the Isle of Man. 65 miles away, should be 2,500 feet below the curvature. You can see almost the entirety
But
of
the thing
windmills.
is, when you're photographing straight ahead, are you photographing like for like on an even level? That's the thing. You could be a lot more elevated.
Yeah, well these are taking, it's taking on the promenade, so you're not very high above
but
sea
you know
level.
the actual distance. It could be that has as you're not. It's a different levels. I mean, what I mean when you're looking out. So
Yeah, but you take that into account. If you're 6 foot off sea level, 12 foot, 18 foot, whatever. But should be way hidden below the curvature, and it's quite easy to see.
I mean, that is, but it's hard to know what's the doctor. I mean, I'll keep an open mind.
Well, that's good.
That's all I can do. I mean, I think it's good for
what do you think? Do you think you'll go home tonight and have a look at, maybe research it on the YouTube?
Maybe this I'll have to go.
Take that away,
I've got the other person that I live with, they're quite interested in this, so at least we'll get a good debate going about it again. Anyway, that's fun.
Well,
we'll debate it. See you later. Thanks, Doggy.
That's good. You don't mind, you know.
Why?
Because if you watch Coronation Street or Friends, they never do a 360 because you would see the set behind them.
Okay.
Right, that's exactly why they do it.
They wouldn't
It's
do it on
filmed a set.
Coronation Street.
Yeah, because
And what you're arguing is that the astronauts, if they turned round, they would see a set. Would JFK be directing it by any chance?
Well, I think
with the Rothschilds behind them.
I think the moon landing was probably filmed by
Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick.
There's a lot of evidence there. He had a lot of meetings with these NASA and such.
Walt Disney.
NASA supplied him with a camera that he used in 20.
Do you believe every conspiracy theory is true?
Oh no, that's not a conspiracy theory.
No.
Well, every...
See, when people say a conspiracy theory is to mock what people are saying.
Okay, that's very true. I wouldn't say that to you. I wouldn't say that to you, but do you believe a lot of the...
aliens and all that? No.
No, I don't mean aliens, but like 9/11.
Oh, that's definitely...
Do you believe 9/11 happens as you were told?
Do I believe? No, but that's what I'm asking you. Do you believe it was?
Do you know no planes were there at all?
No, none.
No, I saw CGI planes.
I'm sorry, the CGI planes.
There only is a few camera angles of the planes hitting the towers. The government, the state got a hold of them and added in, CGI'd it, photoshopped the planes hitting them.
This is a hardcore government you believe in.
No, we don't believe in the government. This is the whole thing that they're lying to you about almost everything.
Oh my, but that's what I mean. So everything kind of sinks in.
No, everything's a lie, not a conspiracy.
Okay.
You just say that this is not true, and we're challenging for some proof that we live in a magical spinning ball. There's no proof for it. Do you know of any proof that you live in a spinning ball?
Is there a proof that we live in a flat disc that doesn't move?
Yes, there is. But firstly, I'm asking you: have you got any proof of your belief that you live on a...
Not on me, I don't have any proof. No, not on me.
Well, I can tell you there is no proof.
So there's none? None at all?
You and I were told around 5 years old when we believed in Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy that we lived in this magical spinning ball, water going around it.
Okay.
We believed that without question. I know I did. So just 4 years ago I started the question, look for some proof about that. There is no proof. This is the biggest subject on the internet right now. Millions of people are realising that they just believed everything they're told at 5 years old and never questioned it again.
But none of you have been able to answer why elites are doing this. Why are they trying to convince you it's round? Why?
I'm not telling lies, so how do I know?
Yeah, but you can't tell me who they are, why they're doing it.
I can't tell you who they are because they're so high up the chain that nobody will find out who they are.
So they're just shadowy figures.
Yeah, well, I don't really concerned about who they are. I'm concerned about exposing the lie.
Okay. But if you're exposing the lie, surely you should expose the liars.
Well, it may come to that once we get the lie exposed.
And if you've come across this ginormous theory, this mind-blowing revelation, surely you must have followed up the chain of command of where all this is coming from.
Like if you come across a murder scene, the detective first has to establish if there was a murder taking place.
Okay.
And then find out who did it. So
okay.
We're trying to establish and tell people that a huge criminal act has taken place.
Okay, so why do you think people are perpetuating that now, these elites? Why would they perpetuate?
It's another question you're asking people who I don't know what the motive is. I don't know that. Although I will tell you that they get $52 million a day, and they have done since the 60s, to present you with CGI and cartoons.
Okay, CGI and cartoons. But I mean, you're out here, you're trying to convince people the earth is flat, and you have evidence that the earth is flat.
I'm getting to question what they've been told.
Okay, so you're out here questioning, but how...
Do you think it's good to question what you've been told?
I think it's very, very good to question what you're told.
Does somebody disagree with that I'm asking people to question what they've been told?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I think you should be questioned as well, surely.
Absolutely, and I'm here to be questioned.
And I'm questioning you, and you can't give me very basic answers.
Like what?
Well, who's perpetuating this for a start?
I just told you, I don't know these people, so how do I know that? That's not basic.
That's one of the first things people are going to want to know, surely, isn't it? Who's doing it?
No, I want to know if there's a lie being told to me first. Then I want to know who's telling me the lie.
Right, fair enough.
That's common sense, surely.
Good luck. Anyway, good luck.
Yeah, so we're saying we've done a 42-kilometre laser test over a flat body of water when it's frozen, and there was no register of curvature on this lake. Now, 42 kilometres, it should be like over 350 foot of curvature there, and it's registering level. So, I mean, you know lasers don't conform to gravity, if you want to use that word. So,
the lasers not bend round bends then?
No. Well, do they bend round bends? Because he works with lasers, you
well, they diffract through different mediums, but that's a different thing from gravity.
But could it go 2 miles down the curvature?
I mean, I would need to see your tests and see exactly what you've done. But like the Earth is a globe.
Okay.
No. Right. Okay. Because
give me your number one proof that you live on a globe.
Well, the laws of gravity say that two bodies of mass attract each other.
Yeah, that's theory of gravity.
Yeah. Do you know what theory means?
It just means that it's never been proven.
No.
They don't know if it's been pulled or pushed.
Yeah, so this is a huge problem in today's world. Most people don't know the scientific definitions of hypothesis and theory.
What about pseudoscience?
No, as compared to like day to day. So I would say to you, oh, in theory I would like to do X, Y, Z, but that's not what scientific theory means.
But if you did X, Y, and Z, then it wouldn't be a theory no more.
No, it would just be an event.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, right, but what are you saying you don't believe in gravity?
Not the way they tell us. Not large bodies attracting each other. No.
But you're smiling. But I would laugh at you if you believed that this force can hold water to a ball. It's never been proven.
Sorry.
You know, I'd laugh at somebody thinking that gravity can hold water to a ball. It's never been proven.
Without being concerned.
Science should be demonstrated and repeatable, shouldn't it?
Yeah, science is repeatable. We're on the ball. Like the mass attracts into itself because of the mass of the globe.
Have you heard of Henry Cavendish? Have you heard of him?
No.
Well, he measured that apparently the gravitational constant in the 18th century. He hung two lead balls in his barn, and he claimed that the smaller one moved slightly with attraction to the bigger mass. Now I'd ask you, why is that not being repeated? Why can't we see that for ourselves? One man's testimony.
So well, I'm not familiar with that experiment, so I couldn't say why that's not being repeated. But look, I mean, we have the moon going around the Earth. Okay. Would you say that the moon is flat or the moon is a spherical?
Just can we take you back to that? You mentioned mass being attracted to another one.
Yes.
Henry Cavendish first claimed.
No, not attracted to another one. Attracted to each other.
Right. Well, Henry Cavendish first claimed that you can measure that. Now it's only his word of mouth.
You can. Yeah. You can measure that.
Well, who did?
I don't know, but you can do high school physics experiments that show you the rate of acceleration due to gravity, and this is consistent.
Equations. You're not talking about observational facts, are you?
Yeah. An equation is an observation.
No. Have you ever seen a smaller mass being attracted by a bigger mass?
Yes. Look, I can see one there. Every single person is a small mass being attracted by a bigger mass. The globe is a bigger mass. Yes. Jump up.
That's not proof.
Yes.
You're just giving yourself potential energy to jump up that allows you to fall. Then density and buoyancy take over.
Density and...
Yeah, you're more dense than the air around you, so you would fall.
Yeah.
But
why do we fall?
I think that one applies to you.
Oh, I mean...
Because you're laughing at something which you already believe to be true, but you're not very open-minded to somebody suggesting that...
I'm open to real evidence, but you would have to show me mathematical proof.
Yeah, mathematics.
So if I got a book out and drew some maths, that would be enough for you?
I'd have to verify that it was correct.
So,
what about a visual experiment?
But so there's so many things that can, like, what's on the other side of a flat Earth?
Well, nothing. No one's ever. Well, we're stood on the floor of the universe. There is no underside. We've only ever drilled 8 miles down. That's the record. 8 miles we've drilled down. So can they say what's underneath the scientists? Can they tell us what's 4,000 miles inside the Earth's core when they've only ever drilled 8 miles down? They say seismic, whatever you call it. But do they know what? I thought molten rock will absorb the seismic energy. It won't reflect it.
Okay, look, if we just go back to the most simple things.
Right.
You can fly around the world.
You can fly around Armagh. North to south. No one's ever gone south to north to south. No one's ever said it. I bet you £100 now.
But you see, you don't know.
Is it something I can't prove sitting here on a bench on
Why would we say it? Then you just think we're liars and dismiss absolutely everything that we say. No one has ever circumnavigated the globe north to south, and that is a fact.
Well, look, what is Antarctica to you in this?
It's outside. Captain Cook in the 1600s sailed around the Antarctic.
And then
it took him 3 years.
Is this Australia over here? to South America.
This is Australia. It took him.
Then what about the
3
distance
years.
it takes to fly between Australia and South America?
You're not listening to the answers he's giving you.
Okay, that's fair.
From there to there. I mean, why don't
I want to come back to the simplest point. That's where I'm saying.
Yeah, but you have to listen to an answer when you've asked for one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Australia to South America.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I want to follow this point.
Yeah.
Okay. The time it takes to fly from South America to Australia doesn't conform with this map.
Why not? What?
The distance is too high.
The distance is too far.
Yeah.
Well, right. This is just a projection, right? We do not claim to have a proper map. This is just an example that I have to use to talk to people, or else you just not get what I'm on about.
So
this
is in your definition of theory.
This is a projection. Like all maps are projections.
Yeah.
Every map ever made is a projection.
Okay.
So this is our projection of how we think it would exist. Now, the place
How did you come to that conclusion?
From what's the map called? The Gleason's map, which is said to be an official map. I can't remember, you have to Google it, but the Gleason's map, it was made in the 1800s, and it says true, scientifically true. So we use that
Where
as
is
an
the nearest
example.
place that I can actually call us to?
Okay.
You've never seen the curvature, have you?
Yes.
Okay, where have you seen it?
From a plane.
Have you got any evidence of that?
You realise the fuselage of the plane is curved, you realise you've got 3 sets of glass separating you from the outside.
Okay.
Do you not believe that that would offer some distortion to what you're looking at? Do you realise that your eyes are round?
Do you have any evidence for that?
Your eyes are round?
Am I allowed to answer? If you want to convince me of this fact, you're going to have to knock down everything that I've said, because you have to steelman my position.
Yeah. We're not expecting to do this in any one conversation.
I
we just want to encourage you to go and research it further.
You made a claim, so I'm asking have you got any evidence?
I would love to answer. Right. You said that it's most likely the distortion through the window of the plane is what's making me see that. If that were true, those windows don't change. I would see that same distortion on the ground.
Yeah, but forget the windows. You made a claim you can see the curvature.
You can.
So can you give me evidence of that?
I can't. I fly all the time.
Yeah, so do I, but I've never seen the curvature. So I seen you Loch Ness Monster yesterday. Do you believe me?
No.
Well, why not?
This is what's called a straw man argument. You're knocking something up just to try and.
Well, he's just putting it into context.
It's word of mouth. It's not scientific and it's not proof.
Okay, well let's go back to a simple argument. How do you explain time differences?
Well, we still have longitude and latitude on this map. I mean,
where's the sun?
The sun is a lot closer to this should just be coming directly down all over the Earth. It's just a model.
This doesn't explain why we have red sunsets. Why is that?
This is my 14th day. It's been an epic journey. Every day has been different on its own merit. We've met some amazing people, a lot of trolls, but a lot of flat earthers, just to even it out. You always seem to remember the trolls over the positives. But all in all, an amazing journey. I could recommend it, doing it, anyone doing it, just to see the scenery. The activism just put the icing on the cake for us all. The response was always good. Thanks to yourself, John, for organising it and inviting me along. Epic, that just sums it up. I didn't really have any highlights because it was just all one big highlight. I'm glad I participated and come along.
Yeah, well that just happened because we were chatting and I said, would you like to come along? Yep, that was it.
That's
Great.
all you need to say. Just send me an invite and I'll be there.
I just have to thank you very much for your company, which has been great.
Yeah.
Spend time with both of you has been really, really good for me. What about yourself, Mark?
Yeah, it's been a 10-day extravaganza. I'm quite shattered now, but I really enjoyed it. Been in the smallest towns finished in the largest city and met so many different types of people. You know, really open-minded people, some closed-minded, aggressive people. But all in all, I think we really did spread the word. We even met a few people in shops that had been following us.
Yeah.
We got our photo took, so we're famous.
In B&Q we got recognised. Some woman was starstruck by us.
Yeah, so that was great.
Yeah, it doesn't do the ego any harm.
And passed it hundreds of leaflets, thousands, I don't know. Spoke to so many people. Yeah, it was a great journey. Hopefully other people will emulate it.
You spoke to a news reporter as well, did you, Adam?
Yeah, a news guy came down yesterday from a local newspaper and he was interested in what we had to say. He took some notes and that, but it's only a weekly, so we won't find out what he said till next Thursday. He sounded positive about it, something new to come to the town where he was reporting. So
yeah, we were the biggest thing.
Yeah, the biggest thing to happen there in 50 years.
I think he was fed up reporting on the Highland Games. You know, that was a change for him. And we also met an actor, but we can't reveal the identity. But he was a big name actor, and he was a flat earther. So that was really good to know. What did you think of the trip, Harry?
Fabulous. I loved every minute of it. I'd have gone on for longer, but it's been very tiresome. 10 days, very committed by the three of us. You know, up early in the morning, packing away late at night.
Yeah, it was a lot. 3 men and a dog in a car.
Yeah, no space for anything else really. So it was jam-packed, and but I just find it so exciting. And probably lack of sleep half the time, but just really excited. And probably what my 2 friends don't want to hear when I'm driving, and lack of sleep. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and as you both said, some amazing people we met. And unfortunately, many of them didn't want to go on camera, which was disappointing, because some of them were flat earthers, and some had really interesting things to say, but didn't want to be on film, which is, you've got to respect that.
Yeah, some of the best material. Some of the best discussions we had were off camera.
If the camera captures half of what went on, then it's been a success.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I just want to say to all the other activists out there doing great work, you know, I'd recommend this to go on a little tour, because it's been really rewarding for us. And I think, as you both said, we've handed out thousands of leaflets and cards and spoke to so many people. It's been really worthwhile. Yeah. So I do it again in a heartbeat. Absolutely fantastic.
Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Harry.
Thanks, Mark.
It's quite an experience.
Cheers, Mark, and thank you both for your tremendous company.
Yeah, I'll remember it for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
that's the proper way to see the islands.
Yeah. Let's see how we can get one up in this then.
Emulate it, yes.
Just the fact that you're engaging with the locals, and you're meeting the locals from all over and different points of view, and people don't think that differently really, no matter where you go, which is surprising.
Yeah. Certainly been an experience we'll remember.
Yeah.
Told you, did you swallow all their lies, and did you never open up your eyes and see? I'm not on the level, but the water looks flat to me. I'm not on the level, flat as far as I can see. Yeah. as I can see. Did you ever ask the question why? Am I here or who am I? Did you ever stop to contemplate why the world's in such a state? Or did you believe what they told you? Did you swallow all their lies? Or did you say, well, it just don't matter to me? I'm not on a level, but the water looks flat to me. I'm not on a level, but the earth looks flat as far as I can see. Yeah, as far as I can see. Yeah, as far as I can